Hello students, how are you? I hope all are fine. Once again, I am Mr. K. Selvamani sitting in front of you. First of all, I welcome all of you to our YouTube channel. This is Python video lesson number 55. In previous lesson, that is Python video lesson number 54, we studied about TK inter variables. So we studied four variables. They are string var, int var, double var as well as boolean var. Four different inter variables we studied. After that we studied how to place checkbox in our GUI application, and then we studied how to place radio button in our GUI application. That is what we studied in previous lesson. In this lesson we are going to study about how to place scale object, that is scale widget. Scale means nothing but slider box. That is what we are going to study in this lesson. Slider box, you know very well, in many GUI application you may see the slider box. There will be a one vertical or horizontal bar will be there. By adjusting the button inside the slide box, we can change the values. In normal Windows or GUI application, we call it as a slider. Whereas in TK Inter, we call it as a scale object. How to place scale object in our GUI application using TK Inter. That is what we are going to study in this lesson. After that, if time permits, we can proceed with list box. First, we will study scale object. Scale. So it is used to create slider object which allows to select numerical value within the range of values. In addition to that, slider can be two types, either horizontal or vertical. That is what slider. So this slider has one function, that is get. Get is used to return the value in slider. So now I will write one small program. Then you can understand how to place scale widget in our GUI application. We are going to create slider using scale. So as usual, we have to import inter I must create one root window, root1 equal to tk. Then I must create one scale 1. So I like to place two sliders. One is horizontal, another one is vertical. Scale 1, root1, comma, from you have to mention the values from 2 within the range of from 2. So from will be along with underscore. Don't forget, from should be along with underscore. 0, comma 2, for 2 no need underscore, equal to 40. That's all. So we are creating one scalar, that is slider. The ranges will be 0 to 40. Good. So it creates vertical. By default, it will be vertical. Creates vertical slider. So after that, we have to pack as usual. Scale 1 dot pack. Then scale 2 equal to scale, same thing, root1, comma from. For from we need underscore. Same thing, 0 to. But 2 we can increase the value. Whatever value you want, you can put it. So I want to place this scale 2 in horizontal. So orient is a one option. It places either vertical or horizontal. So by default it will be vertical. So I want to take it as a horizontal. Horizontal as well as vertical should be capital letter R. So again scale 2 I want to pack. Scale 2 dot pack. Good. Then as usual root1 dot main loop. Good. That's all. You can check it out. So root window I created. I create scale 1, 0 to 40. Good. Pack and scale root1 from 200. Orient should be horizontal. Scale 2 pack root1. That's all. So I will save the program and then run the program. We will see the output. So this is 182. Program number 182. .py. So I just run the program. See, I got 2 slider. Good. Good. Here, this is vertical, this is horizontal. The value starts from 0. Simply I move in this one. It will move up to 40 because we are giving here from 0 to 40. So this is scale 1, root1, as well as from 0 to 40. The ranges of the slider box will be ranges from 0 to 40. Good. Similarly, this is horizontal, scale 2, from 0 to 400. We would adjust 0 to 400. Good. Since here orient equal to horizontal, it is placed in horizontal way. Here we are not giving any orient. So by default, it will be vertical. If you want, you can give orient equal to all capital in vertical. We can give it. Good. Next, we are going to study about how to retrieve the values. For example, if I place this one, this is 115. That should be displayed here. After getting values from the slider bar, what we have to do? That is what we are going to study. So for that, we should go for get function. So I want to put some text. For example, hello world or success computer. The font size of the text should be increased or decreased based on the value we selected in the slider bar. That is what we have to do. I will do it. Now, getting values from scale using get function. Already we studied get function is used to get the values of the present slider. Use get function. Good. So as usual, from tk enter input star. Then we have to use root1 equal to tk. I need one label. the size of the label, the font size of the label should be increased as well as decreased or resized based on the value selected in the slider. Label 1 equal to label. You know very well how to create the label. So here root 1 text. Here text should be hello world. Text should be hello world. Good. Then I want to assign font here. Font equal to, so it should be placed courier font. Size should be 12. For size, before that you can put hyphen. If you want bold, you can give it as a bold. Close single quotes. So that means we are creating one label with the text hello world. The font face will be courier. Font size will be 12. Bold. That is what we are creating. Then that should be pack. Label 1.pack. I want to place one scale of root 1, comma. Here from hyphen equal to 10. I want to start the font size from 10 to 40. 10, comma 2 equal to 40. Good. Then orient I want to mention here. Orient equal to horizontal. Thing here I want to use one command handler. Command equal to resize one. Resize one, that's all. So whenever the slider moves, this resize one will be called. So we have to create the function, we will see afterwards. Then orient plus everything pakka. Now we got to scale 1.pack. At last root 1. Root 1.9. Now we have to create one function that is called as resize one. Resize one. Here, whenever we move the button inside the slider, this resize one will be called. Okay, so when the resize one is called, inside coding should be label 1.config. Label 1 means hello world. I want to change the font size based on the value selected in the slider. Config, open bracket, font should be, as usual, it should be courier, but value should be increased. Percentage D based on the value we selected in the slider. So I have written percentage D. Here, we know very well percentage scale dot get. That's all. Good. Everything fine, I think. I can check it out. In the here also we can adjust the root window also, that is top level window, by using geometry. Root 1 dot geometry. Here within double quotes we can mention the size. Cross, that is small x. Cross 150 within single quotes we have to place. That's all. The geometry is used to size of the root 1. Width will be 250, height will be 150. Then we are placing one label with the hello world, with the font, courier, 12, bold, back, and then we place one scale. Root 1 it will adjust from 10 to 40, or it will be horizontal. Whenever you move the slider, this resize one will be called. Here resize one will be called. Here we have to give one more thing, event. Even 1 equal, that should be none. Here we are not passing any values. That should be none. Okay, we are not doing anything. You see. Here label 1.config font equal to courier percentage. This percentage is the placeholder that will be replaced by scale.get. So whatever value here scale 1, it should be small letter. Scale scale 1.get. If we place the button at 20, then the scale 1.get returns 20. This percentage D will be replaced by 20. Then the font size of the hello world will be increased to 40. Sorry, 20. That is why we can do. Now I will save the program and then run the program. We'll see the output. 183. So we placed one more thing here. First we can see how it's adjust. Good. So I want to place the scale at the bottom as well as I want to move whenever the slider, whenever the form moves, top level window moves, it should resize based on the top level window. How we can do it? That's also very simple. Scale 1.pack here. Fill equal to X. Capital X. Then expand equal to 1. That's all very simple. Expand equal to, I need one comma here. See it here. So I want to move. If I want to increase the size, it will increase. If I want to decrease, it will decrease. Okay. Now I just move. By default, it will be 10. You see the program here. Here the size of the root top level window is 250 by 150. From year to year 250, from year to year 150. We place the one label with the text hello world. Font face is Korea, font size is 12 bold. Afterwards we placed one scale from 10 to 40. From 10 to 40 it can move. Okay. Orient is also horizontal. Whenever we move the slider, this resize fund will be called. Here inside the resize fund, only one statement is there, label1.config, that is label 1 is hello world. Korea percentage D. The percentage D will be replaced by scale 1.get. This get returns the present value available in the slider. See, now the present value is 20. Okay, this scale 1.get returns 20. This percentage D will be replaced by 20. Likewise, we it keeps on moving. Good. Now you understand how to place scalar object in our GUI program, how to get the values from the scale, as well as how to use it. That is what we know. Good. Now we can switch over to list box. So you know very well what is the use of list box. So to display list of items, more than one items, we should go for list box. User can select one or more items. That is called list box. List box. So to display one or more items. So user can select item. User can select one or more item. That is the usage of. So notice here, so many functions are there. Out of this, we can select some of the important functions. First one is insert. So insert item into list box. This without space list box. It takes two arguments. One is index and item. Index always will be ent. That is, inserting items should be placed at the bottom of the list. Insert. Another function is cursor selection. So It returns index of selected item. Index of selected item. More than one item is selected, it will return all the items those are selected in the form of tuple. So one more function, get. So it returns item by index. Getting index. We have to give index as a argument for get function. It returns the item based on index. One more thing, user can select one or more items. List box should be two options are there. Here, select mode is there. Select mode. Select mode can be, if select mode is browse, only one item can be selected. Only one item can be selected. Select mode is extend. Extended. More than one item can be selected. More than one item selected. Now I will write program which can clearly explain usage of list box. Adding items into list box. Display them. As usual, from tk inter import star. We must create one root window, this top level window using tk. Then we have to apply root one dot geometry. As usual, we can give 250 by 150. Width of the root level, top level window will be 250, height will be 150. Good. After that, I like to place one list box. Top level window. Good. Now, since we are not providing any select mode here, it will be only one selected. Only one option can be selected. By default, it will be browse. Good. Now, lb1 dot back. That's all. So now we have to add the value into the list box, that is lb1. So lb1 dot insert. Insert is used to add the value at the end of the item list box. So again, what is the value you want to place it? That value should be placed in Python within single quotes. So I want to add Python as a text at the end of the list box. Similarly, I want to place 4 items. Control C, Control V. After Python, I want to add PHP. Then C++, and then Java. Okay, good. So one more thing, I want to display all the items. So print get is used to return items based on index. So here lb1.get. If you want to get only one item, you can use the index. For example, if you need Python, 0 is enough. But I want to display all the items 0:3 or 0, 3. Okay. So So it means 0, 1, 2, 3. So all the item will be displayed 0, 1, 2, 3. Python stands for 0 index. Index for PHP is 1. Similarly, index for C++ is 2. Index for Java is 3. That's good. After that, I want to root 1 dot main root. Good. Now I will check it once again. Root 1 geometry, LB1 equal to list box, root 1. For items are added, Python, PHP, C++, Java. It returns 0 to 3. Good. I'll save the program and then run the program. CTR. So it returns all the values, PHP, Python, everything. So here 250 by 150, okay, by default will be there. While we are adding one list box, back, first Python is added, then PHP is added, C++, Java is added. After that, LB1 dot get value 0 to 3, 0, 1, 2, 3, good. So I want to delete one item. So delete is used to remove the item from the list box. Insert is used to add the item at the end of the list. Delete, so one more function which is used to remove the item from the set. So I want to remove the last item, that is Java. Good. Now our list box should contain only Python, PHP, C++. Good. See it here, only 3 options. It returns PHP, Python, PHP, C++, Java. Here after displaying LB1 dot get 0 to 3, we are removing this. That is why it is displaying here. Okay. So delete is used to remove the item from the list box. Good. Afterwards, we are going to study about if you select any one option here, that option should be displayed here. That is what we. Now, one more thing. If you press shift box, more than one selection is not possible. So I pressing shift here. So only one selection is possible. So first I select Python. In keyboard, I press the shift button. I select C++. It is not accepted. Why? By default, it will be here. Select mode is browse. Browse means you can able to select only one option. If select mode is extender, you can select more than one option. That we will see now. Similarly, I want to create one more program with the select mode. As usual, cut current selection. Good. To select more than one option, more than one item. TK enter input star, then equal to TK. We have to paste here label box. Before that, on the geometry we can set it up. Same thing we can set it up. If it is needed, we can resize 250 by 150. And LB1 equal to this box 1. Okay. Now we got to use select mode. Equal to select mode equal to browse. Good. So after that, we want to add item 1.pack. So we want to add the either you can insert, otherwise we can go for loop. For item in, we can have one list. The list we can put all the values. PHP, comma, C++, comma, Java. So you very well use the for loop. Yes, good. First item will be stored into Python will be assigned the item. That item should be placed into LB1. LB1 dot insert. Good. Here as usual n comma item. Good. Now everything pakka. Then we need one more label, not label, list box. This is LB. This should be LB2, but here I like to mention extended. Browse means only one option can be selected. Extended means we can select more than one option. LB2 back. Here LB2. Okay, good. So after that, one more important thing, we have to place the bind. Previously we are using only command handler for button. Now we must go to bind. Okay, with the help of bind also we can raise the event. That event can be accessed by using function. How we will see it now. LB1 dot bind. Bind. In the very beginning we studied about bind as well as command handler. Two ways. Bind. It raise list box. List box select. This is the one event. List box select. Good. That should be placed within double greater than symbol, double less than symbol. Good. Okay, then what will happen? We should do show fun. Show fun 1. If it's a bind, we have to open bracket, close bracket. Good. Similarly, same thing. LB2 dot bind. Command handler can be called by two ways. One is command handler, another one is bind. Okay, so we need two more functions here. Def show fun 1. Generate one event 1. So if you select any one item in the list box 1, that is LB1, the show fun will be called here. What will happen? We have to print the selected item with the help of get current selection and then display the item based on the current selection index. Good. So LB1 dot cut selection. Cut selection. Good. Similarly, print LB1 dot get LB1 dot current selection. It should be 2. One more function left out. We placed the show fun for LB1. Now we place the show fun 2 for LB2. Good. Okay, now we complete the program. I just save the program and then run the program. We will see the output. Good. First we will see the output and then we can explain you. Here it is this LB1 is along with select mode equal to browse. That means only one option you can select. This is LB2. It is created with the select mode extended. That means more than one you can select. First I will select Python only. So only option is selected. So by using control button, I select C++. Then we got Python as well as C++. Now Python, I pressing shift button, continuous selection up to Java. Everything is selected. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now see the program here. So here LB2 list box select mode is extended. Back for I, we are placing 4 button. This one is for. So you just whenever you select any one option or more than one option, this will call So fun 2. So fun 2 will come here for LB1 dot current selection. That means all options are selected 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is written by current selection. So in addition to the print LB1 dot get of here one for loop is there for I in LB1 dot this one. So for LB2 dot get of I. That means this I will be assigned with first current selection. Current selection is 0. 0 is means get of 0. Get of 0 returns Python. Afterwards, this I will be assigned with 1. So 1 is PHP. That will be written. Similarly, will go 4 times. Whatever selected values available in the LB1, that will be displayed here. Good. Now we can go for this one. Here I want to select only C++. Only one option is there. See. So here, so as usual, we place LB1 list box, root one, select mode is browse. So you can able to select only one option. More than one option is not possible. That is back. After I come here, LB1 dot bind list box select is a even. When you select any one option here, so fun one will be called. It comes here. So LB1 dot current selection. So it returns index of the selected. Now we selected is 1. Index of the selected option is 1. 1 is returned. Then LB1 dot get LB1 dot current selection. Current selection returns 1. So LB1 get of 1. That is the item based on the index. Here index is 1. That's PHP display. If you want to select Java, that will be display. So by pressing shift, you cannot select more than one option. Only one option can be selected. This is the usage of this program. So in this program, we placed two label box, one with select mode browse, another one is select mode extended. Select mode browse means only one option you can select. If select mode is extended, more than one option you can select. That is what we study. So today I stop here itself. I hope all of you enjoyed this lesson. In next lesson, we will study a little bit more. Until then, thank you students. Bye.